laugh and call him names like Pinocchio. They never let poor Rudolph join any reindeer games like Monopoly. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say,
Ho, ho, ho!
Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeer loved him, as they shouted out with glee, Yippee! Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history like Santa!
Oh, Melody, that was beautiful. Wasn't it, Santa? Santa?
Yes, dear. Very unique.
Why, thank you. I've been singing it all morning long. It's my absolute favorite Christmas song.
I thought you said Jingle Bells was your favorite yesterday.
I have a lot of favorites, okay? A whole list. How do you remember all of them?
How do you memorize them all?
I'm not sure exactly. I just remember a song and then I say, oh, that song's my favorite. And then I sing it all day. But then I fall asleep and I wake up with another song in my head. And that one ends up being my favorite too.
How can you memorize them all? Oh, yeah. How can you have so many favorites? I thought there was just one, right?
Oh, why do you have to pester me?
Now, you elves quit arguing. It's Christmas time after all.
A time for happiness, family, and...
Cookies!
Santa, I think it's snowing!
Is it now? Well, I wonder who could be responsible for that. That would be me, Mr. Claus. Why, look who it is. Jack Frost, you old son of a snowflake. How have you been? Oh, you know. Keeping cool, nipping at noses, bringing snow to all corners of the world, the usual. And how have you been, Mrs. Claus? Busy getting ready for the big day?
Oh, it's always hectic around this time of year. And how about you, Mr. Frost? Causing any snowstorms lately?
Well, as a matter of fact, I was just about to head over to New York and cause a bit of a blizzard.
Hi, Isabel Claire Sparkle, but you may call me Icy for short.
Sugar Plum, please.
That's not my name.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Icy. I'm Santa, and this is...
Oh, of course, I know who you are. You're Santa Claus, spreading joy and cheer to children everywhere in a single night. Oh gosh, it's such a pleasure.
Why, thank you. I see you. Please, try to stay professional.
Oh, right. Hello, Jack.
Why, hello, Rosie. How have you been?
Just fine, thank you. What are those?
What are what, exactly?
Those things with the ears.
Hey, what's wrong with our ears?
Those are the elves.
Elves?
Yes, here. Allow me to introduce. This is Rosie, the first elf that the Clauses took in.
Hello there.
Red, the, one with attitude issues.
Listen here, fruitcake.
Clumsy, and, well, I'm sure his name says it all.
It's nice to meet you.
Melody, the caroler of the bunch.
Hi.
And here is Gingerbread. She's an amazing baker. Her cookies are to die for.
Hello. It's very nice to meet you all.
You see, the elves help Mr. and Mrs. Claus prepare for Christmas. They wrap the presents, tend to the reindeer, and sometimes help Santa with the naughty and nice list, scouting out the good children from the bad.
But all they've been seeming to do lately is eating my cookies.
Well, then you shouldn't keep them where we can reach them.
I put them on the highest shelf we have. But you geniuses always manage to get them.
Santa, if we can see them, we can get to them.
The safest place is most likely your stomach.
I don't think anyone would want them then.
Ew.
Anyway, Jack, would you like to let Icy stay and hear the story of last Christmas?
That sounds like a great idea to me, Santa. How about you, Icy?
Anything to avoid going back out in that cold weather.
You do realize who you're working for, right?
Oh, it's for college credit.
Oh, what college do you go to?
Carroll University. Wow, you've got to be like a genius to get into.
Lame.
Anyway, where do I begin? Yes, last Christmas, Mrs. Claus and I had sent the elves out to tend to... Well, Jack, you were there for the whole thing. Why don't you give Icy the full experience?
That sounds like a great idea to me, Santa.
Oh, I love this story. Here, I'll just watch.
If it isn't obvious enough, Mr. and Mrs. Claus's family is very unique.
Well, what do you mean by that?
Well, you see, Sugar Claus.
That's not my name.
It all started last Christmas Eve in a little town in Nebraska. The streets were decorated with Christmas apparel. The smell of gingerbread filled the air. And you could just feel the Christmas spirit all around. Everyone was in a holiday mood, except for one person.
Christmas. What a joke.
Freeze. What is it?
It's just, how could he say such a thing?
That's Nick, and he has his reasons.
What could be so bad to make him hate Christmas?
That's something for later in the story. But for now, let's focus on one of the elves. You see, every year, a few weeks before Christmas, Santa sends each of his elves out to spread a little bit of cheer with their unique skills.
Well, what's Gingerbread's unique skill?
Well, you see, Gingerbread was found when she was just a little girl. She was wandering the streets hungry. When the old jolly guy found the poor thing, he fed her with gingerbread cookies. And she liked them so much that she's been the elf in charge of baking and distributing Christmas cookies to orphan children ever since. Unfreeze.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't watching where I was going. Are you okay? You don't look too good. Are you hungry? Oh, there you are. Here, I have some cookies. Take as many as you need. Wait, where are you going?
Mr. Frost, could we pause for a second?
Why, certainly. Freeze. What's on your mind, Sugar Plum?
Well, you see, I was wondering, why is Clumsy so, well, clumsy?
Oh, that? He was born with one leg shorter than the other. When Santa came across him, he was, for some reason, he can't or doesn't want to remember, homeless and cold. He knew that Clumsy wouldn't last long without someplace warm and someone to keep an eye on him. So he brought him to the North Pole and put him in charge of making sure that every child has a blanket to keep warm on Christmas. Unfreeze.
Good golly, Mr. Molly, where are you going in such a hurry? For all the love of my blanket, you must be freezing. Here.
Oh, Clumsy, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Did you see a kind of skinny boy run by here?
See him? He ran right into me.
Why didn't you stop him?
Was I supposed to?
Come on, we've got to find the others.
Jonas Richardson.
Naughty. He talks too much.
He's obviously a speaker, so he's nice. Gretchen Wieners.
Naughty.
Aw, and none for Gretchen Wieners.
Brittany Davis.
Doesn't even go here.
You know, this might go a bit quicker if you decide to help us out a little.
I am helping. I'm entertaining you both while you work.
Freeze.
Well, why'd you do that, Mr. Frost?
I figured you were going to ask me something.
Well, you see, actually,
What the deal is with these things?
well, yes.
Melody is a caroler. She was that way even before Santa took her in and made her the elf in charge of it. Brad came from a home that, let's just say, was less than happy, so she swears.
What about Rosie?
That's something for later. Melody spreads cheer by singing, and Rosie and Red are the ones who make the list and check it twice.
I thought that was Santa. My childhood's
He's
ruined.
much too old to be doing that sort of thing anymore. Anyway, on with the story. Unfreeze.
Glen Coco.
Naughty.
He's so nice.
You go, Glen Coco.
Let's see. Whoa, you guys, where's the fire?
Boy, how neat does.
What the holiday is she saying?
I think she's saying there's a boy who needs our help.
Yeah, I ran into him earlier and he seemed hungry, so I offered him some cookies. He took them and ran.
Then he ran into me. He was shivering like a chihuahua, so I gave him a blanket. Then he ran for me, too.
Wow, it does sound like he does need our help.
No, Don, that's what I've been trying to tell you.
What do you think we should do?
Well, we've got to go find him, and then we'll figure it out as we go. Come on.
So they split up to find this curious lad, and eventually, one of them got lucky.
Hey, what are you doing out here all by yourself?
Leave me alone.
Well, aren't you cheerful?
Listen, is there any particular reason why you're bothering me?
Well, originally I came to wish you a Merry Christmas, but now I think you need a song.
Please, no.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh! Hey!
Is that the boy you were telling us about?
Yep, that's him.
Great, there are more of you.
Hey, are you all right? My friend said that they saw you earlier, and then you didn't look so hot.
Of course not, it's the middle of winter.
We're just trying to help you. We gave you cookies and blankets.
Why are you trying to help me anyways? I shouldn't have to thank you for help I didn't ask for.
We're elves, you jingle bells. Helping kids out on Christmas is what we do.
Right. Elves, next thing you're going to tell me you work for Santa Claus?
As a matter of fact, we do.
Right. Elves, Santa, I totally believe you.
Will you just tell us your name?
If I tell you my name, will you leave me alone?
Maybe.
Nick. My name is Nick.
See, that wasn't too hard.
You have no idea.
Why are you so grumpy? It's Christmas. Everyone's supposed to be happy on Christmas.
Not me.
Come on, say it with me. Merry Christmas!
No.
Say it!
No.
It's easy.
I don't care.
Just 2 words. Merry Christmas!
I don't care. I don't care about your cookies and blankets. I don't care about your carols. I don't care about Christmas. In fact, I hate Christmas.
Oh, hold me back, Rosie. I'm gonna decorate in the hall. Whoa!
How could you say such a thing? That was so mean. They were only trying to help.
You and I know that, but when confronted with something painful and people keep pressing you, it can get ugly.
Something painful.
Just watch. So, my elves tell me you're not too fond of Christmas.
No.
May I ask why that is?
No.
Well, all right. If you want to keep it to yourself, that's your business. But I would like to tell you something.
What's that?
Don't give up hope. Christmas is the time of peace on earth and goodwill towards men. It's the one time of the year when everyone gets what they deserve.
What if I told you it's impossible for me to believe in Christmas?
I don't believe it's possible for anyone to not have the ability to believe in Christmas.
If I told you something about me, would it maybe change your mind?
Perhaps.
13 years ago, I was born into a pretty okay home. Well, at least it must have been okay. I mean, my mother couldn't have always been that bitter.
Your mother?
Yes, my mother. Don't get me wrong, she made sure I was fed and all, but she never really cared about me. In fact, I think she hated me. Why else would she make promises that she couldn't keep?
What did she promise?
Okay, you see, most parents promise their children that if they behave, Santa will bring them gifts on Christmas. My mother told me that if I behaved, Santa would return my father to me. But you know what? My father never came back. I'm alone. I'm always alone.
Look, I'm not going to say that what's happened to you isn't terrible. It is. Truly, it is. But as painful as it must be, to not get something for Christmas, have you ever thought of what it must be like to lose something on Christmas?
What do you mean?
Let me tell you a story. My dear, you must stop this. Our dear Annalise has not graced these halls with her presence for a year now. It's time we moved on.
I know that. I know it all too well. But that doesn't stop me from remembering. I remember how happy she was. And how she would just toddle about the house. So curious about every little thing. And I remember how she loved the snow and
Our Anna wouldn't want us to be sad. She would want us to be happy. Especially now. For is it not
Is it not? My love, I think there might be someone outside.
In this weather, they'll freeze to death.
Hurry and help me get them.
Oh, she looks freezing. There's no telling how long she's been out here.
Who are you?
Well, I'm Santa, and this is my wife. Now tell me, child, what were you doing out in this blizzard?
I was looking for a place to sleep.
You couldn't go home. You don't mean to say...
No home. On Christmas. That just won't do.
Indeed. You can stay here for the night, Miss... what did you say your name was? Well, come on. We have to call you something.
Let's call her Rosie. After all, her cheeks are so adorably red.
A good name. But what would Christmas be without a present? What would you like, my dear?
Well,
Just tell me what it is. I'll make sure that you get it.
I've always seen people do it, but I've never been able to do it myself. Could we build a snowman?
A snowman? There couldn't be anything simpler. My dear, if you would, please get our coats. And one for little Rosie, of course. And you see, a child's happiness is a very special form of magic. It made the spirit of Christmas from that snowman that day. And just the pursuit of it has kept me going all these years. I'll let my wife explain. She has a better way with words than I do.
Nick, we find it very important that all children are very happy on Christmas. And for children like you, we like to do something special.
What's that?
We like to ask them to join us at our home.
Oh, come on, we can't stop there. What about Nick? Is he safe? Is he happy or what?
Just walk.
Where are we going? Mr. Frost, where are we going?
Nothing like a good story on Christmas Eve.
But what about Nick?
What about me?
Hey, there you are with those cookies.
Can we hear another Santa?
I don't see why not. My love, would you please?
Oh, yes, of course.
'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse.
The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nick would soon be there.
Wait, Saint Nick?
Fruits. Do you understand now?
You mean he's...
And I heard
him
exclaim as he rode out of sight, Merry
Merry
Christmas
Christmas
to all,
And to all a good